Hey guys, today we're going to be making some slow churn butter with your Churncraft butter churn. First step, take the top off of your churn. Put that aside there. The only ingredient you need is heavy cream. So this one I'm using today is just Whole Foods Everyday Value 365. So you pour that in. And this is a 4-quart capacity jar, but you're going to want to use 2 quarts of cream. That will give you about 1.5 pounds to 1.75 pounds. Oops, a little full there. 1.75 pounds of butter at the end. So let's pour this in, then we'll quickly clean up that spill. So we're going to put our top back on. And make sure you have it lined up properly. Screw it on. And let's get started. So when you're making butter, the cream will turn into the first stage, which is whipped cream. That usually takes a couple minutes, but it's all dependent on the temperature of the cream. You want your cream to be room temperature, and then it shouldn't take more than 10 minutes. Maybe 12, depending on your speed and how vigorous you churn. But like I said, the first step is whipped cream. So let's keep going here, and we'll get there soon. While I'm doing this, I want to tell you a little bit about which cream to use. It's important to choose cream that is responsibly sourced and good for you. So we recommend organic, and you can check out local brands, whatever your supermarket carries. Whole Foods has a huge selection, and a lot of our local markets here in Connecticut also carry cream from dairies throughout the state. Don't forget to use your non-skid pad right here. That's going to help keep the churn stable. It's pretty heavy and it's glass, so it'll slip around if you don't have it on a non-stick surface. So I can tell we've made it to the whipped cream stage, so I'm just going to open this up and show you guys what we have in here. There you can see. That's the whipped cream. So like I said before, that's the first stage. So let's get our top back on. And we'll keep going. So once it hits the whipped cream stage, you're going to definitely notice some resistance. It's gotten a lot thicker. So muscle on through. And what will happen now is the cream starts to get more granular and those fat globules start to stick together. There's a lot of different handholds on this churn, so you can easily grab it on the side, hold on the protective dome here. That actually feels pretty comfortable. We'll do that a little bit. This is also a great time to call in the troops. You can get your kids in here, your husband, anybody to come and help you out. It's a good family activity. Certainly good when you have guests over for dinner, make them churn the butter for the first course. So this, I would say, is the stage right before butter. The cream has really come together, and pretty soon it's going to separate from the buttermilk. It's this granular mass that starts to kind of stick together and resemble butter. So you want to keep going. Your paddle might make a little vortex in the center. That's okay. It's going to suddenly collapse on itself, and it'll start churning really well. So I would say we have a couple more minutes of this, and then we'll have our end product. So let's keep going. All right, guys, looks like we got butter. Let's turn it on its side. You can see there's a clear separation of the butter fat and the buttermilk. The way you know that it's done is you start to see the buttermilk splashing around in the jar. As I do that, you can really see the liquid hit up on the sides here. So let's take off the top and see what we got. Now I'm just going to grab a paper towel, take this out, and this paddle here is removable. So we can just take that off, put it aside, lay this down here, and I'll show you. And there you see the butter floating in buttermilk. So the next step is you want to strain off the buttermilk from the butter. So here we have a big measuring cup with our strainer on top. And let's see if I can do this one-handed. You could also use a sink, but for sake of the video, I'm going to do it here. most of the butter out there. Put this aside. There you have it. There's all your awesome, delicious butter. So at this point, you have a couple of options. You can run it under your sink. I like to do that, and then you can see the water running clear once the buttermilk's out. But you can also take these butter paddles and just slowly press out the buttermilk. So it's a good idea to do this a little bit when you have it in the strainer here, because you want to save as much of this buttermilk as possible. This stuff is really healthy for you. It's full of milk proteins, and it's great in any kind of recipe, from baking to salad dressings, marinades for meat. There's a lot of natural protein in there, so it really tenderizes the meat. That's why everyone hears of buttermilk fried chicken. And as you can see, as I press it, buttermilk is coming off the top. So what we then do is you get another bowl, and this is where you put your butter in. So we'll press it a little bit more, but we can take it out in chunks. Take the first chunk, put it in. Get a little more buttermilk off of this stuff. Pretty good. Put this guy off to the side, and there you have it. You press a little more, just get a little bit more buttermilk out, and you can see fresh, delicious golden butter.